Greetings, TLC family. First time in the lifetime of Little Flock children and staff, they have experienced solidarity with the world during this pandemic. They've experienced lockdowns, school closures, and people getting sick around them, but not at Little Flock. Somehow, in the midst of it, the children and staff have gotten closer together and they have drawn closer to God. The world has come much closer to them as they've been praying for the people all around the world. Their worship has become more intense and their dependence on God more real and urgent. Psalm 73:28 is a reminder for me of how God takes care of little flock children. But as for me, the psalmist said, how good it is to be near to God. I have made the sovereign Lord my shelter, and I will tell everyone about the wonderful things you do. In the height of the pandemic, nobody was allowed to leave their home and go beyond 2 miles. That became a real problem for Little Flock because the trustee who comes there every week and at the end of the month to pay their salaries and funds for the villagers couldn't get there and the staff couldn't go there. So while they were wondering what to do and their funds were depleted, God brought a name of a police officer to their mind. They contacted him and he promised to help them. On the day that he was supposed to get there, he was delayed and they made repeated calls. He finally got there on his motorcycle and picked up our staff member, took him all the way to Chennai, which is an hour and a half drive, then to the bank and brought him back. He, as a police officer, could do that because he had permission to go anywhere he needed to. At the end of his trip, he told them the reason for his delay. His daughter had met with an accident. He had to take her to emergency, and then he came straight to Little Flock. The children and staff were amazed that in the midst of his own trial, he would want to care for them. But then again, they've seen the goodness of God in their life. They've known the truth about staying close to God, making him his shelter, and seeing him do good things for them. During this pandemic, I think we've all gone through real trials and sufferings and not knowing what to do. But I've found, and I'm sure that you have, that drawing close to God is the only solution. Jesus is our shelter. He is your safeguard. He will protect you and provide for you. The greatest thing that we can do is to just depend on him like these children have. Depend on him, call upon him for strength, for comfort, for guidance. And I believe that God's goodness will become more and more apparent in your interactions with people. You will experience compassion from people that you didn't think is possible. You will see them come to your aid. Even people who've never done that before. All of that is God's engagement in your life. He is watching over you. He will never fail you. So just stay close to him. And he promised that he will stay close to you.